I'm not the first nigga that fucked my girl or my baby mother or my wife. Somebody predates that. Get off that sucker shit. What we talking about right now? Females? Sound like some female shit. That was before me. What the fuck I'm gonna do? Go back in the hands of time and rewrite history? Niggas be too insecure and dwelling on stupid shit.
Y'all didn't know me when I was single, because I would have out you if you was pretty, you know?
So I met her last year, and she was cool. You know, I met her, but I think she was occupied because she was like, I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, you know. She was like, hey, my baby daddy's calling me, and then she left, and I was like, oh.
Tyla essentially made a public mockery of Rihanna after A$AP Rocky was spotted on stage during a performance wearing what appeared to be her lingerie, a bizarre stunt that occurred amidst a massive wave of mounting infidelity rumors. It appears that not only did Rocky aggressively pursue Tyla the very same night Rihanna allegedly snubbed her at the high-profile Met Gala, but he has also been accused of stepping out on Rihanna with multiple women behind the scenes. Rihanna, conversely, was recently captured on camera gushing about how incredibly fortunate she feels to have him as her partner. Honestly, given the grand way she speaks about this man, you would assume he was the actual billionaire in the relationship. It heavily radiates an aura of overcompensation to hide internal friction. No shade intended. To compound the issue even further, Rocky somehow managed to persuade her to completely bypass a prenuptial agreement, leaving her massive empire exposed. Mind you, while all of this intense drama was actively unfolding behind closed doors, he was standing on stage telling a crowd of other women how much he would love to be with them if he weren't already tied down and stuck in his current relationship. Now, in case you have somehow not been tracking this incredibly complex, messy dynamic between Tyla, Rihanna, and Rocky, the tension has been brewing beneath the surface for quite some time. Things finally spilled heavily into the public eye at the Met Gala, when a snippet went viral showing Rihanna seemingly ignoring Tyla while Rocky engaged in a prolonged conversation with another woman. The public was utterly baffled by the interaction, and it sparked endless debates for several major reasons. First off, why was Tyla standing so awkwardly in the periphery, leaning against the wall, instead of naturally engaging with Rihanna? She has openly declared Rihanna as her ultimate role model and biggest career inspiration in numerous media interviews, so keeping such a rigid, uncomfortable distance from her idol seemed highly unusual and signaled immediate tension. Furthermore, Rihanna appeared completely fixated on Rocky's conversation with the other woman. Meanwhile, he didn't seem bothered enough to conclude his chat, leaving Rihanna waiting around and looking visibly irritated, uncomfortable, and annoyed by the blatant disrespect. Initially, onlookers assumed Tyla was simply waiting for an appropriate opportunity to speak with Rihanna, but it quickly became glaringly evident to everyone watching that they were actively avoiding one another. This was incredibly disheartening because Tyla has frequently cited Rihanna as her absolute greatest artistic inspiration and blueprint for success. To see her completely disregard her idol in a public setting was unfortunate. She went from incessantly praising Rihanna in every single media appearance to being completely unable to manage a simple greeting or a friendly nod when they finally crossed paths in person.
Rihanna, always.
Have you met her yet?
Not yet. Hey, I'm nervous, but hopefully one day.
Rihanna was like, I just wanted to be her.
Who are some of the biggest influences in your music and in your career?
I would like to say Aaliyah and Rihanna. Yeah. I look up to Rihanna. She's done an amazing job, and I hope to one day be on that level.
Just when it seemed the situation couldn't get any more convoluted or dramatic, Tyla decided to release a lengthy explanatory video attempting to clarify the encounter, which came across as entirely unnecessary and performative. Without throwing direct shade, the video seemed calculated to fuel the growing internet narrative that Rihanna harbors intense animosity, bitterness, or jealousy toward her rising stardom. Predictably, Rihanna did not take this lightly and retaliated by posting a Met Gala clip of her own, pointedly setting the footage to a track by Tyla's direct industry rival, Ira Star, to send a clear message.
I look crazy right now, but I just woke up. My voice is raspy. But basically, y'all, everyone knows I love Ree. Oh my gosh. So I met her last year, and she was cool. You know, I met her, but I think she was occupied because she was like, I went up to her, I was like, oh, hey, you know. She was like, hey, my baby daddy's calling me, and then she left. And I was like, oh, maybe she was busy. So I don't know, I felt awkward. What the heck? I felt awkward. I don't know how to say hi. If I feel like someone's busy, it's like, So this time, I was waiting for my car and she was right there, and
Tyla and Era Star have faced constant, fierce comparisons for a while now, and fascinatingly, both of these rising stars were recently signed to Roc Nation, the very management company that handles Rihanna's historic career. I'm not entirely sure what chaotic strategy Jay-Z is deploying by gathering all these competitive powerhouse artists under one roof, but there is clear friction and division in the camp. Yet, when you look closer at the actual timeline of that evening, Tyla was likely the furthest thing from Rihanna's mind. This became glaringly obvious when Rocky publicly embarrassed her later that night. Following that viral snippet at the Met Gala, subsequent footage emerged showing the high-profile couple locked in a heated, emotional argument inside Rihanna's vehicle. From all appearances, Rihanna felt deeply disrespected that Rocky abandoned her to socialize with another woman on a night that was supposed to be about them. Nicola Hickling, a prominent celebrity lip reader, analyzed the footage independently to see what was actually said. According to her detailed findings, Rihanna pointedly and emotionally asked Rocky, "You don't care for me, do you?" To which he harshly retorted, "Are you serious? You're acting insane. Can't you see? Crap, crap." Rihanna then allegedly demanded, "Get out. I can't be around you right now." Rocky responded, "I'm finished here," prompting Rihanna to fire back. "You're finished? I'm finished. I'm completely exhausted by this."
To make sure my choices, reams and reams of it. Anyways, I can't talk about this anymore. Cameras. Yeah.
Naturally, Tyla inserted herself into a narrative where she wasn't even a primary factor, using the chaotic situation to draw attention to herself. Most people forget that Rocky has been plagued by relentless cheating allegations for years throughout their relationship. While those rumors were initially dismissed by fans as fabricated internet gossip and manufactured drama, his recent public antics have led many to believe there is serious truth to the claims, and that Rihanna is fully aware of his infidelity, but choosing to stay. The infidelity whispers actually originated during Rihanna's first pregnancy, a time when most couples are celebrating. It began when a prominent fashion blogger alleged via social media that the couple had abruptly separated after Rihanna personally caught him stepping out with footwear designer Amina Muaddi. The rumor gained rapid traction globally because Amina wasn't a stranger or a random person from the street. She had collaborated closely with Fenty, Rihanna frequently wore her high-end designs, and she had a long-standing personal acquaintance with Rocky. However, a source close to the couple quickly contacted media outlets to completely debunk the narrative, stating the rumors were entirely baseless and manufactured. Amina also released a comprehensive statement denying the allegations, branding the speculation as vile, fabricated, and expressing how distasteful it was to orchestrate such rumors during one of the happiest and most vulnerable moments in Rihanna's life. But that did not mark the end of the heavy scrutiny surrounding Rocky's fidelity. Later on, an adult content creator appeared on a live stream hosted by Kanale Joseph, who inquired about the most high-profile individual she had ever been intimate with. Although the audio was intentionally muted when she named the individual, viewers reading her lips concluded she explicitly said ASAP Rocky. To complicate matters, she alleged they remained on highly amicable terms to this day, subsequently showing the hosts text correspondence and personal photographs on her device to validate their purported encounters.
Can I ask that?
Yeah, but you have to mute it.
Later, during a public online dispute between media personalities Summer Bunny and Asian Doll, Summer explicitly accused Asian Doll of involving herself with Rocky while Rihanna was expecting their second child, adding more fuel to the fire.
You know Asian was on ASAP Rocky, right? Asian, you want to go there? Do you want to go there? Do you want to do the same that called me when you was signing Gucci and you was trying to get the settled with Cardi B? And Cardi B, all your
From the look of things, the public humiliation hasn't ceased, and reports suggest Tyla is using the ongoing fallout to mock Rihanna's marital struggles. The latest incident transpired during Rocky's tour stop in Phoenix. He brazenly told the massive audience, "Thank God you didn't know me when I was single, because I would have completely taken advantage of the opportunity with you all if you were pretty." The wild part is that Rihanna has attended almost every single date of this tour to support him, meaning there is a very high probability she was sitting right in the audience when he uttered those disrespectful words. Furthermore, onlookers have theorized that his bizarre behavior stems from a deeper desire to push unconventional fashion boundaries to an extreme degree. During that exact same performance, he took the stage wearing a piece of black lingerie widely believed to belong to Rihanna herself, leaving the internet divided and completely stunned. Ultimately, despite the unrelenting wave of rumors suggesting he constantly disrespects Rihanna and humiliates her publicly, the couple continues to expand their family and present a united front to the media. At the end of the day, we truly don't know the complicated reality of what transpires behind closed doors.
I heard about how Phoenix got some beautiful ass women out here, bro. Scottsdale, Phoenix, all this shit. Just like, that's where all the pretty ladies in America at. They in fucking Arizona, bro. Thank God y'all didn't know me when I was single, because I would have fucked shit out you if you was pretty, man.
ASAP, Mr. Rocky. I'm a little confused about the sites that I see. I've never laid my eyes on fashions like this. Are you wearing a fancy thong? Because I was like, Rihanna does sell a thong on Fenty. Are you supporting your lady? And then I thought it was AI. But they have a video of you.
ASAP Rocky has clapped back at the internet for saying he disrespected Rihanna.
First they was saying that was wearing thongs. Then they was saying I'm disrespectful to my wife.
He addresses the video of him disrespecting Rihanna. Remember the one we talked about? This is not the first time of him being said to be disrespecting Rihanna. We all remember that video of them in the Sprinter together. Again, we don't even really know what was going on in the Sprinter. In that video that I played earlier, you can also see that he addressed the thong situation. Again, I thought he was in new underwear. I did not think he was in a thong. And again, despite all these rumors of them saying that he disrespects Rihanna, they still seem to be building their family and sticking together. We don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Of course, Tyla isn't bold enough to voice her criticisms publicly. Doing so would be catastrophic for her rising career and standing in the music industry. However, industry insiders claim that behind the scenes, she harbors very little sympathy for Rihanna, allegedly believing that she is simply reaping what she sowed in her relationship. If Rihanna didn't view Tyla as an adversary before, she almost certainly does now. The internet, naturally, is divided over the entire situation. One commenter noted, "I can't believe Rihanna's situation escalated to this point with a man she built a family with." Another stated, "It's shocking that Tyla would harbor these sentiments about Rihanna. She's still so new to the industry, I don't entirely blame her, but her behavior is baffling and unprovoked." But now, I want to know your thoughts on this entire situation. What do you think of Tyla clowning Rihanna for getting played by ASAP Rocky? And do you really think ASAP was secretly hitting on Tyla too? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.